We need to take care of ourselves, be kind to ourselves, and set realistic yet impactful decisions that will make a significant change to our school community and beyond. A little bit about myself. I grew up as a third culture kid. I spent my childhood and teenage years in the Middle East, where my father worked as an expat in one of the telecommunication companies there. The Philippines is home to me and my family. I was pretty much appreciative of my life growing up and had nothing to complain about. Growing up overseas had its ups and downs. I attended an international school and got to make friends from different parts of the world. It was also a limiting experience because, in a way, I was protected from becoming more socially conscious and I cared less about social issues back then. So, fast forward a bit, I have been in education for 18 years. My journey with international education started back in 2011. I have had the opportunity to teach in the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and now in India. When I began this journey in international teaching, I never aspired to be a leader. I was happy being a teacher, I was happy in the classroom. And then I slowly found myself doing various responsibilities from middle leadership roles to more senior roles. So today, I am sharing my insights from the perspective of a neophyte principal who just completed year two. In international education, we will meet a lot of people, and each one impacts how we see things. I had colleagues who thought that going up the ladder meant a promotion. Little did they know that this so-called promotion had its own set of quote unquote terms and conditions. As I got into middle leadership and then later into other roles, I realized that there were different formulas and contributing factors towards success as a leader and a manager. Together with the demands of the job, being a Filipino and a person of color had its own challenges. There were stereotypes, and there still are, attached to being a Filipino. I was asked by people if I taught English in local Thai schools or if I was a teaching assistant in international schools. And in one moment, when attending a job fair in Dubai as a recruiter, I lined up at a registration counter for recruiters, and the person there assumed that I was a job seeker, which was not the case. And when the job fair started in the main hall, I was the only Filipino in the room where a majority of recruiters were Caucasian. From there, I came to realize that international education has a long way to go in making DEI be integral in many aspects of school life. While I do acknowledge that the world is changing, there is still a long way to go in decolonializing international education. In the 2 years of being a principal, I have accepted and have come to peace with myself that I cannot change the color of my skin or where I come from, and have committed to identifying myself as a leader and building who I am as a leader. I have two options. I can either be an activist and keep telling the world how unjust things are, or I can take on proactive and adaptive leadership to show people that I am competent and can get the job done. In the 2 years, I have come to set a target for myself to work harder because if I do, I am setting the stage and the foundation for other aspiring leaders of color. I have used my position and the privileges attached to it in making a difference in the lives of our community, especially our teachers and learners. As a person who identifies as gay in the LGBTQ plus spectrum, I have used my position to try and normalize how my school community can be more accepting of individuals from different gender identities. When it comes to the greater school community, I have used my position as a leader to empower my community members to speak and share and make their voices heard and count. It is a long way to go for me, and as I continue to build myself as a school leader, my pearl is know yourself, believe in yourself, and acknowledge your limits. The world is unfair. The world has a way of confining us into silos. To a certain extent, the world will have its limitations, and we might be pushing ourselves too hard. We need to take care of ourselves, be kind to ourselves, and set realistic yet impactful decisions that will make a significant change to our school community and beyond. Thank you.